52% of student visa applications got refused in 2024. It's the highest in the world. Last month, our team ordered the most recent student visa refusal report from IRCC, and when I got it, I was shocked. In some countries, it's even higher, like 78% in Nigeria or 76% in Pakistan. But in this video, I want to help you overcome this huge gap by equipping you with both the best tools possible and information to get your application approved and lower the risk of refusal. I will share a new software that's a total game changer for applicants, as well as an application tutorial step by step and even what messages you should be getting after your submission. But first, here's what you need to know about the study permit application process. What is the study permit cap? The cap simply means the number of study permit applications that can be processed by IRCC in a given year. In 2025, this limit is 550,162 study permits. So keep in mind that almost half will be refused, as the government explained that they plan to welcome only 305,900 students this year. What's the difference between IRCC Portal and IRCC Secure Account? IRCC Portal is a newer platform that's more user-friendly and does not require uploading IMM forms. The problem is, in March 2025, IRCC moved student visa applications back to the old IRCC Secure Account, so we'll be using that for this video. Do I need a separate visa application for a study permit? No, this is one application. When your visa is approved, it gets stamped in your passport. When you arrive in Canada at the airport, the border officer will issue your actual study permit and a co-op work permit if your program needs one. So make sure to ask for it at the airport just in case they forget. What's a provincial attestation letter, PAL, and who needs it? As part of the new cap, a PAL, provincial attestation letter, is a letter issued by your province confirming your spot within the student limit. If you're applying to most college diplomas or bachelor's programs, you'll need a PAL. Master's, PhD, and other are exempt categories, like K through 12 or certain study programs do not need it. During the application process, you'll be asked whether you have a PAL or qualify for an exemption. Good news, if you need it, your school will send it along with the acceptance letter package. Can I apply with my spouse and children? Yes, but it depends. If you're studying full-time at a post-secondary DLI, your spouse may be eligible for a spousal open work permit, SOWP, for example, in case of master's or PhD. But irregardless of the program of study, your children can get study or visitor permits and come with you. Just be aware that many lawyers still recommend applying separately to preserve strong home ties. How to show proof of funds for student visa. Now let's talk about one of the top reasons for refusal: unclear or insufficient proof of funds. When applying through the IRCC Secure Account, one of the required uploads will be proof of means of financial support. If you're using Form IMM 1294 application for a study permit made outside Canada, there is also a mandatory field asking funds available for your stay in Canadian dollars. This number must match or exceed your projected cost of studying plus living in Canada for the whole duration. Here's what you should budget. Tuition for entire program duration: 20,000 Canadian per year for living expenses, plus $5,000 for travel and settlement costs. Example, let's say you're doing a 2-year program with $18,000 a year tuition. So that's $36,000 for tuition, plus $40,000 for living, plus $5,000 for travel equals $81,000 in total. If your family is joining, this is going to be more. Add another $6,000 a year for your spouse and about $4,000 a year for your children. Here's a table from IRCC so that you can get an estimate. These amounts must be shown in Canadian dollars or clearly converted. So it doesn't have to be in Canadian in your bank account, but it has to convert to that Canadian amount. Good news, if you use Student Visa Express, it will automatically guide you and do everything for you. What to upload as proof of funds? Under Proof of Means of Financial Support, in your checklist, upload these documents: bank statements for the past 3 to 6 months, employment letter and pay slips, business documents if self-employed, like registration, tax returns, income statements, and so on. Sponsor affidavit, if you're being sponsored, with their details, income, and relationship. Real estate or asset ownership documents. Loan approval letters if applicable, if you're getting a loan for your education. Ensure documents clearly show ownership, accessibility, and consistency. Funds must be under your or your sponsor's name and available for use at any point in time, not frozen or in business accounts unless supported by additional documents. With ImmigrateAI Global, our platform guides you through creating a professional and complete proof of funds package. Our document manager and red flag scanner ensure every document is uploaded correctly. Now, time to share what has become a complete game changer for thousands of people. Together with our lawyers, we built ImmigrateAI Global, an AI platform trained on the Immigration Act and immigration frameworks used by immigration lawyers to simplify your application and lower the chances of refusal. First, it identifies red flags, shows your country's refusal rate, builds a personalized statement of purpose, and walks you through the whole process step by step. It's the first of its kind in Canada, and I'm proud to show you how it works. When you sign up, you'll answer questions about your background, work, education, and travel history. Then our red flag scanner compares your profile to the Immigration Act to find potential refusal risks and gives you ways to fix them. This happens through supporting documents and a custom statement of purpose. Finally, our application guide shows you how to prepare and submit your complete document package to IRCC. You'll be amazed at how affordable expert help has become. Take Fernanda, for example, an applicant from Mexico. First, she paid $1,000 to a consultant and got refused. Second time, she applied on her own, refused again. The third time, she used our AI platform, spent only $100, and she got approved. Here's what she said.
Hey everyone, I wanted to share with you how ImmigrateAI helped me to get my student visa for Canada. But first you have to know I have 2 rejections before, because basically the company I originally hired scammed me and messed up with the paperwork. After the second denial, I decided to take matters into my own hands. That's when I came across with the I'm Canada YouTube channel and realized I could handle the process all by myself. However, one of the most crucial parts of the process is the letter of explanation. And to be honest, I was completely lost when it came to writing it. So that's when I decided to give ImmigrateAI a try. It made it so easy and accurate. Basically after that, my visa was finally approved. So give it a try and you won't regret it.
If you'd like to try the platform, head to immigrateai.global or click on the link in the description to this video. Once your SOP and supporting documents are ready, it's time for the IRCC Secure Account tutorial. Stage 1. Creating and accessing your IRCC Secure Account. Step 1. Navigate to the IRCC Secure Account website. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Step 2. Register if you don't have an account already, otherwise just click Sign In. Steps 3 to 4. Authenticator setup if required. You may be prompted to set up a Microsoft Authenticator or similar two-factor authentication method. Steps 5 to 7. Scroll down to apply to come to Canada. On your main account page, scroll down until you see Apply to come to Canada. Select Visitor Visa, Study and a Work Permit. Choose Study and then Temporarily, more than 6 months. Steps 8 to 14, that's initial eligibility questions. Select your country of citizenship, answer if you have direct family members in Canada, and confirm your date of birth. Continue answering questions as prompted, like US legal status, countries of residence, DLI acceptance, marital status, and province of study. This will be different for many people, so I'm not gonna go into too specific. Obviously, the answers will be different for most of you because you have different cases. Then click Continue once verified. Stage 2, completing the application questionnaire. Step 15, provincial attestation letter. If you require a PAL and have obtained it, select Yes. Otherwise, select No, I'm exempt. Choose the correct exemption if applicable. For example, Master's, K through 12, scholarship, military colleges, and so on. Steps 16 to 28, program of study and background. Confirm your DLI acceptance, co-op requirements, and any previous residency, marital status, and your intended destination province. Mention if you've received financial aid or scholarships. Step 29, accompanying family members. Answer whether your spouse or children will accompany you. Many full-time post-secondary students can sponsor a spouse for an open work permit, or For children, you may select the visitor or study option. That's also possible. We'll add on the screen if you're eligible to bring your spouse while you're studying in Canada. Steps 30 to 31, final background information. Answer criminality and background questions. If applying with family, fill out their details like passport, marital status, biometrics, history, etc. It's very similar to your own profile setup. Stage 3, finally, document checklist. Uploads and final submission. After the questionnaire, your personal document checklist will appear. It's gonna look different for you. Download and fill out all required forms. Most likely this is going to be IMM 1294, proof of funds, SOP, and so on. Some may be optional depending on your case. Again, this could be slightly different for you. Here's what IMM 5257 looks like. IMM 0104, IMM 5645, and IMM 1294. This is the major form which asks about proof of funds and details of study. Be sure to answer everything truthfully. And please note that you need to have Adobe Acrobat on your computer to download and fill out these forms. After filling the form out, make sure to validate. If you face issues signing your PDF forms, like the message, this form is interactive and has special features, or the author of this form has specified the fields which you can fill, save it as a digital copy through the print option and sign the digital copy and then upload it to IRCC. Do not print it out and sign by hand. It has to be a digital copy. Be sure to upload your letter of acceptance, passport, proof of means of financial support, SOP, and other supporting documents under client information. Use ImmigrateAI Global's document manager to generate your proof of funds and supporting documents PDFs for upload to make it much simpler and faster. Once complete, review everything, digitally sign, and pay the application fees, study permit, SOWP, biometrics, and so on. IRCC will send messages for biometrics, medical exam, and additional documents if needed once you submit. You'll receive an original passport request when your visa is approved. If this video helped you, please give it a like and check out our platform for more tools and tips in the description below. All the best with your application.